Applying a foot wrap to protect and medicate a sole abscess that has been opened to drain requires just a few common materials: 4x4 gauze pads, Elasticon tape, Epsom salt, betadine solution, duct or Gorilla brand tape, and a small bowl of warm water. Raise the leg to be wrapped, supporting it on your knee. Saturate 5 or so gauze pads with the warm water and lightly wring until just dripping. Sprinkle one side of the gauze pads with a liberal amount of Epsom salts. Saturate these with about a ½ ounce of betadine solution. Place the medicated surface over the affected area of the foot, and once again apply first Epsom salt and then saturate with betadine. Free one end of the Elasticon tape and adhere it to the far side of the foot. Pull firmly over top of the gauze pad across the foot, from inside to outside, to anchor it in place, and then, holding the tape with your thumb, turn the tape and take a full wrap and a half around the entire outside edge of the foot. From the far side of the toe, pull diagonally across the bottom of the foot to the heel, and then turn the tape just below the heel bulb and start going around the outside edge of the foot, but this time in the opposite direction. At the near side of the toe, again turn the tape to cover the bottom of the foot on the opposite diagonal. Follow this with one complete revolution of tape to anchor everything in place. You can then cut the tape off and press the end down. Get hold of the Gorilla tape and adhere the end to the far side of the foot to run the tape across the middle of the foot before tearing it off. Repeat this procedure, making slightly overlapping layers toward the back of the foot and then to the front until the bottom of the foot is completely covered. Follow this with 2 full revolutions of tape around the outside edge. Work the tape that overlaps the edge onto the bottom of the foot and press down to make sure it adheres. And that's all there is to it. The wrap should stay in place even with a moderate amount of walking and standing, keeping both the disinfectant and the drawing medication in contact with the foot. To speed the process somewhat, you may want to assemble the layer of overlapping Gorilla tape prior to the start of the procedure. Here, the seams of the tape are running front to back. Orientation really doesn't matter. As before, once the layer's in place, make 2 full wraps around the outside edge of the foot and work the tape onto the bottom of the foot. It's a good way to decrease the amount of time you have the horse's leg raised. Another handy trick is to unwind the Elasticon tape from its spool prior to the start of the procedure. Pull it all the way out until you reach the cardboard roll. Then simply reel it back in. This will make it much easier to pull off the roll while you're wrapping.